self-story. I've been doing some courses. How many of you guys like school? You do? Okay. Now, how many of you don't like school?
That sounds more like
It's about 50-50. Now, the good news is that if you really like school, you can do it for the rest of your life. And if you don't like school and you don't do well, you might have to do it later on because you need to do well in school to get a good job and stuff like that. Yes, question.
What if you do well, but you don't like school?
Well, that's a good question. If you do well and you don't like school, then you get a job and you don't have to go back. And you can laugh at your kids when they go to school. Okay.
I mean,
Well, if you don't have any kids, and
Well, if you don't have any kids, you can laugh because you're saving a lot of money. Right?
A lot of money.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Okay, so I'm here to discuss being kind to one another, to pets, and to all of nature. The best way to achieve the goal of kindness is to use empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. When you see someone is sad, then you should do something to cheer them up. If an animal is sad, then you should do something to give them comfort. If someone is dumping toxic waste, then you should stand up for Mother Nature by alerting the proper authorities. Okay. Now, yes, question.
what if somebody starts dumping toxic waste in the drain?
The drain. Well,
Like,
if usually when someone dumps toxic waste in the drain, first of all, they're going to have health problems, and those toxic chemicals will affect, the environment, and plants and vegetation will be affected, and eventually people will catch on to it because they're going to have cancer problems and stuff like that. So, yes. Well, you can do some testing that will show the effects. Exactly, chemical tests and stuff like that. Well, Environment Canada is a good one. You can also alert your city hall. We'll have people who are testing. Yes, question?
what if someone dumps toxic waste and then but you're already seeing it, catches on it. Someone else is looking at your honesty, but they're not dumping toxic waste. Like, say they dump in green can, but maybe it's like their Gatorade because when their friends sneeze on it, so they don't drink it.
If it's Gatorade, then after testing is done, they'll see that it's a neutral thing, and they won't be affected. Okay, all right. Get back to the end of that. Okay, so I'm going to discuss kindness to each other first. Like I said before, I'm a security guard. When I went to my work for the first time, lots of people would come up to me and tell me stories of the other security guard that worked before me. And he was a little different. And most security guards are a little different. They're introverts, most of them, because they work at night and all by themselves, and they're used to doing that. And they go into an environment like a clubhouse, and most of them are extroverts. So it's basically one kind of person versus another kind of person. So, and anyways, he did things like he wore armor, right? And people in the neighborhood, it was self-story. They're like, okay, well, why is he wearing armor? This is not a dangerous area, kind of thing. And I used to work with one guy who used to wear stab-proof vests and stuff like that, and he did it because he actually got stabbed. Now, and he said, I will never go to work without one because, it's for my safety. and he feared for his life and all that. So maybe that's why he wore armor, is because he was afraid. Okay, now instead of asking him why he wore the armor, they just basically made fun of him for doing it. And he did other things too that were kind of funny. He used to dress up like a ninja and chase geese. Now, there's a reason for that. It's because the geese used to poop on the greens, and it make a mess for everybody. So basically, he did things that were part of his job, and they didn't understand it, right? So, how do you think people making fun of this person, how do you think that made him feel? Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, it would make them feel sad. It would make them feel isolated, maybe. It would make them feel, yes? Yeah, and, it make them, make them feel like, that he was... Right, exactly. So if there are 100 people making fun, say, if your whole class and everybody in the neighborhood was making fun of you, that would make you feel bad, right? Okay, so, and if someone treated you that way, that would make you, make you not want to work there anymore, right? So finally, he ended up crashing the truck into a tree, and he got let go because of that. So that's a success. That's the way it goes. So what we're doing now, we're talking about empathy, and we're putting ourselves in the position of someone else, and making someone feel bad is mean, and it's not appropriate behavior. And you know that this is true because of the way that you feel, right? Okay? So, I mean, if basically what you do in a situation, like if you see that someone is being isolated because they're different, do something, to make it feel better, okay? Like, say, hey, buddy, you want to have, not right now for you kids, but when you grow up, you want to have a beer after work or something like that, but for you kids, it would be, hey, do you want to get together and play video games or whatever, right? I mean, you can do that. Or, if you're playing hockey at school, I guess you're not allowed to do that anymore, but when I was a kid, we played hockey all the time. Okay. And, you invite that person to play with you. Just because he's different doesn't mean like he's an alien or something. I mean, you can't exclude that person. All right? Okay, so we're going to move on to kindness to pets. Okay, so animals feel bad if they're not treated well. Picture in your mind a dog named Rex. Rex is a puppy with lots of energy. Rex has owners who are very busy working all the time. And because Rex likes to run and jump, the owners tie Rex up and leave him in the backyard all day. When the owners come home, they barely say hello to Rex. They put a bowl of food out, but don't even pet Rex on the head. How do you think Rex feels? Yes? Okay. Sometimes when this happens, the animals will get loose and start to run away, because they feel like they're not wanted and they run away from home. And just because you run away from home doesn't mean that the dog feels sad either, because some just like the one dog and basically socialize. So you gotta judge. Now the animals have similar needs to people. They need fresh water, they need food, shelter, regular trips to the vet, exercise. But they also need love and attention. Dogs are social animals just like people, and they need you to be their friends. Now, how many of you have pets?
I'm over cats and dogs.
Oh.
Instead of fish. You know, I'm looking at it.
Okay, so this man over here, this young man over here, what kind of pet do you have? What pet do you have?
A dog.
You have a dog?
A cat.
Yeah, do you have a turtle at all?
No.
No? Okay. What about you?
A dog.
Dog? Two kids. What's that?
Dog. Two cats.
Two cats?
And
You got a lot of fish. Okay. You feed those fish. What about you? What about you? Okay, so I mean, fish are pretty basic. You put food in their tank, right?
You gotta
But
clean the tank.
don't overfeed them, right?
Yeah.
And don't underfeed them. Sometimes those fish will eat each other. Yes.
I heard that fish usually die of overeating, not starving.
Yeah.
More common, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, it's very important, if you have dogs and cats, that they get their shots, because they don't always have the natural immunity. It doesn't always work, so they can get diseases. So you should take them to the vet, make sure that they're all checked out on a yearly basis. Sometimes those cats and dogs will have fleas, so you need to make sure that they don't prevent that from happening. They can get other kinds of diseases too if they go outside. If you let them eat mice or whatever, cats can pick up diseases from that too, because the mice have. Okay, so dogs too. You have to make sure that their environment is very clean. Okay, they can get diseases from their own poop or whatever, or another dog. Or if if two dogs meet, they can get diseases from interacting with each other. Yes.
Also, if a smaller dog mates with a bigger dog,
Yeah. Well, that's.
and what the
Yeah.
smaller dog's a female, then that's not gonna go well. Because the big smaller.
Yeah, exactly. Like you wouldn't want a German Shepherd male to mate with a little
Chihuahua.
The female will die.
Yeah.
The female will die.
Well, that brings us into yes.
So what's dangerous situation? Dogs biting dogs.
Dogs biting dogs. Well, that's kind of a serious situation. Yeah. Well, yeah. Your doggy's right. Ah. That's probably not the best thing in the world. Yes.
But obviously the chicken, part of a chicken.
You ate part of a chicken.
Dogs can
A
eat
live
chicken.
chicken that was in our backyard. It jumped the fence because it was my neighbor's backyard.
Okay.
So I jumped the fence. We let our guard up to go to the bathroom. And all we heard was a chicken just screaming. And all the feathers were just flying.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because chickens are a natural prey to dogs.
Dogs can't eat chicken bones.
I mean,
They can only eat like cow bones.
You can eat chicken bones
yeah.
They can't eat any chicken bones. They break it up, get chewed up wholly, and they'll end up in big clusters in their stomach. And they get like
Do you want this shirt?
And
like chicken bones and those kind of bones.
Do you want this?
okay, so the other thing that dogs probably shouldn't eat is chocolate.
Oh, that's another thing your dog's eating.
Right?
Do you know that milk chocolate's actually safer to have around if you have a dog because dark chocolate has a higher concentration, so it can look faster. But so it's basically safer to have milk chocolate around.
Yes.
Do you got the milk chocolate at
Have
home?
you had one?
Basically, food for the animals should be, stuff that you get from the store. Shouldn't be, anything that is off this, like kitchen scraps or anything like that. Probably should.